One of the first concepts that CFA candidates learn is that nominal interest rates adjusted for inflation gives us the real interest rate. Real interest rates compensate investors for delaying their consumption. When you save instead of spending today, you actually give up the present consumption. And that real interest rate is the reward for that sacrifice. In theory, real interest rates should be the same across countries because the desire to postpone the consumption shouldn't depend on your nationality or geography. But it's important to keep in mind that this concept holds under certain assumptions like perfect capital mobility and no risk. When we look at the actual data, real interest rates actually vary quite widely across countries. Just in 2025, some economies had very high real interest rates, while some had even zero or even negative real interest rates. This data does not contradict theory. Real interest rates actually cannot be observed ex ante. That means beforehand. Central banks set nominal interest rates first, and inflation is realized later. So the real interest rates are always calculated ex post, that is by looking backward. That's why investors cannot simply invest in the country with the highest observed real rate. Also, exchange rate movement can easily wipe out any apparent advantage that higher real interest rates might present. At FinGuru, we help you recognize and reconcile this distinction between theory and real world. Theory gives you the structure and application gives you the judgment. The theory explains why convergence should occur, and the real world shows you how risk, inflation, uncertainty, and currencies prevent it from happening. For CFA candidates, mastering both is essential. Theory without application is incomplete, and data without theory can be misleading. Understanding how all concepts work, both on paper and in practice, is what turns knowledge into insight.